A major arms smuggling network backed by China along the Bangladesh-Myanmar border has been exposed, and China has smuggled Chinese 500 assault rifles, 30 universal machine guns, and 70,000 rounds of ammunition and a huge cache of grenades into the Myanmar to insurgent groups. Right. So, with how do you think we can extricate, the Burmese people out of this debt trap that China has become so proficient in?
I think Vineet, we have discussed this AA issue. I think General Sab was on the panel that time. You see, look at the AA, Arakan's army. Vineet, there are two, three things that have changed from that day to today. Arakan's army is the 8,000 strong militia. They don't have only rifles, they have shoulder and missiles. They have anti-tank and anti-aircraft shoulder and missiles which are supplied by China. We discussed that last time on NewsX. They are 95% of their funding comes from China. Now the question is, why are they doing it when they are extending a support to the government? Where is funding the Arakan's army? 3 points we need. Point number one, this Rakhine state, this is on the western side of the Myanmar, which borders India. So China wants to have its influence in that state, where we intersect with Burma on Myanmar, they want to have their sphere of influence, and Arakan's army is ensuring that. Point number two, we need, they want this Arakan's army to ensure the protection of DRI. They are not trusting the Myanmarese army to do that. Point number three, there is this deep sea port, Kapayu, which Joyita said in the last debate will give them access to the Bay of Bengal. They are using this Arakan's army to ensure that their interests are kept rather than betting their money on the Myanmar's government. And one important point, Vineet, there is this Kaladan multilingual undertaking which India has initiated. There are three things in it. 450-kilometer aid link, which is not working because of this Arakan's army. Point number two, a link which will connect this Swati seaport to Calcutta. And there's a road which will connect Palweta to Mizoram. If this happens, what will we get? We'll get access to Myanmar, Laos, Cambodia by road and by sea. This Arakan's army is ensuring to block India's access to all these 7 countries. It's a much bigger, it's a much bigger plan than what the IC is. Because sea and LIC, it benefits China all the way. You block us from getting access from road and rail and sea to all these 7 countries. You keep your BRI initiative safe. You keep your Kapayu deep seaport safe. And last time we discussed when Myanmar's army's paratroopers tried to enter that area of Arakan's army, they had to retreat because of the massive firepower they have. Today, Arakan's army is a small army, it's a militia, it's no longer army. The best shot for India is to work with the Myanmarese government and the Myanmarese army. And we know Indian army and Myanmar army have done a lot of operations in the past. They have been very successful. Some of them are talk, some of them are not talk. But sir, PLA is there through Arakan's army to block India's interests and to protect China's interests. They are a proxy militia of CCP to protect their interests and block India's interests. This is as simple as that. There's nothing ambiguous about this. Why this province? Why this Bay of Bengal port? Why all those things? If you add up the things, you will get an answer.